What's up everyone, it's Andrew from SoAndSoFilms, and today I'll be doing a review over the Canon 10-18mm STM lens. I feel like the Canon 10-18mm lens is the first reasonably priced ultrawide lens that Canon's made. Not only is it the world's least expensive, it's super lightweight and also optically superb. There's no sharper ultrawide lens for an APS-C censored camera, and I feel like it's much better than Canon's 10-year-old EFS 10-22mm that costs over twice as much. Because this lens is so cheap, I feel like it'd be perfect for any enthusiast filmmaker or photographer. If you're into photography, this lens would be fantastic for real estate, of taking pictures of inside of people's houses. For filmmaking, this is great for the YouTube vlogger. As you can see in this video right here, this lens is pretty darn wide, and yes, you can see some distortion and vignetting in the corners, but personally I feel like that gives it a more artistic feel. Because this lens is an STM lens, it would work fantastic on any of Canon's newer DSLRs, such as the SL1 and up from there. From it being an STM lens, it can actually autofocus continuously by itself while doing video, which for filmmaking, that is extremely important. Being one of Canon's new STM lenses, it does not have a mechanical focus on it. Now they choose to use electronic rings on it, so it just turns and turns and turns, so you can't really feel a stop when you've hit your minimal or maximum focal distance on it. Even though the lens is made pretty much out of all plastic, it still feels pretty good. It's got a decent weight to it, yet still being really light. Plus, it does have the plasticky mount on the back, but really for the price that you're paying for it, I feel like it's totally worth it in the end. This is actually the first Canon ultrawide lens to have a stabilizer built into it, unlike the 10-22mm. Because this lens has an image stabilizer built into it, using it for tracking shots is really easy. In this shot right here, I wasn't even using a gimbal or a Steadicam. I was actually using my monopod with the weight at the bottom. Because this lens is so light, when I use it on my Optica Steadicam, it doesn't perform much differently when I'm using my 18-55mm. Overall, this lens has been fantastic, and I actually do suggest anyone who would like a wide-angle lens for nearly no money, please invest in one of these lenses. Now yes, it's not built as well, and it is really plasticky, but it's definitely worth it if you just want to get into a type of photography or filmmaking. So please indulge yourself and go buy one. And also don't forget to subscribe. Thanks guys.